Okay, fashionistas, listen up. Psychologists reveal what 12 clothing colors say about your personality. Can't wait for this one, can you? According to Emmy Award-winning stylist and author of the book Color Your Style, David Zyla, the color you give more preference to in your wardrobe reveals a lot about your personality. Do you want to know what your personal favorite says about you? Then hit that thumbs up and let's go! Counting down from number 12. Black. Black is a color to be taken seriously, says fashion and style expert Karen Haller, and psychologists agree. According to their research, the color black is perceived by others as an indicator of prestige, power, seriousness, and intelligence. That's why a lot of graduation caps and gowns are black. People who prefer to wear black are ambitious and purposeful, but they're also sensitive. Although they often try to hide it, these people are emotional and easily excitable. Black clothes help them switch others' attention from their outward appearance to their personality, since a person's internal qualities are most important to them. Number 11. Brown. This earthy tone is the color of reliability, strength, and stability. And that's exactly how people perceive those who often wear brown and its varying shades. People with a lot of brown clothing are slightly conservative, respectful of elders, and always look for peace, stability, and strength in everything. A woman in a brown dress or a man in a brown jacket gives the impression of a reliable, intelligent, and rational person. If only they knew. Number 10. Blue. Journalist and psychologist Lisa Johnson Mandel believes blue is the best choice for an interview because it speaks of confidence and dependability. Maybe that's why so many uniforms and business suits are blue. Scientists at the University of British Columbia conducted a study on how colors influence us, and they found that darker shades of blue have a calming effect. People associate dark blue with intelligence, trust, efficiency, and tranquility. Blue, in all its shades, is often chosen by kind, sympathetic, courteous, and even shy people. According to psychologists, a person in blue will make a wonderful parent or an exemplary worker. Calmness and poise are two of the most common qualities found in people who wear a lot of blue. Say, I like those suede shoes you got there, pal. What color is that? Number 9. Green. Scientists from the University of Amsterdam say that the color green puts us in a good mood. And the reason for this, according to Leatrice Eisman, the executive director of the Pantone Color Institute and the author of the book More Alive with Color, is because green is the color of nature, which gives us the same feeling of peace and tranquility. Those who like to wear green often lead an active public life. They usually live in a good area and are financially stable. They're also kind, caring, and warm-hearted. Number 8. Purple. In the past, purple represented royalty and high society. It meant sophistication, luxury, and wealth, since only the rich could afford to wear garments dyed purple. This even goes back to ancient Egypt. Cleopatra was known to be crazy about the color purple. Hey, that would be a good title for a movie. Today, however, things have changed. Purple clothing indicates creativity, insight, and love of art. According to the experts, people who wear purple are emotional and sensitive. They're passionate dreamers who love mysticism. These people also tend to be unpredictable, so dealing with them can be both a breeze and a pain in the neck at the same time. Number 7. Red. Kenny Frimpong, marketing manager of the Italian menswear brand Eredi Paisano, explains that red is perfect if you're trying to persuade or impress somebody. That's because it's the color of passion and power. Any bright shades of red easily draw attention to the person wearing them. People associate this vibrant color with energy, movement, and excitement. Psychologists at the University of Rochester found that men are more attracted to a woman in red. Those who often wear this ruby hue are bright and easily excitable. However, they can be a little self-centered and prone to addictions. Number 6. Yellow. Yellow is the color of happiness, sunshine, and laughter. Studies show that the color yellow boosts serotonin production in the brain, speeds up metabolism, and instantly lifts your mood. Not to mention, yellow draws your attention and sharpens your concentration, so it's often used on billboards, advertisements, and road signs. Experts say that shades of yellow are often worn by active, creative, and approachable people. They're bright dreamers and adventurers, ready to explore and conquer. Number 5. White. White is the symbol of freedom, purity, innocence, and simplicity. A lot of people wear something white when they're starting something new in their life or entering a new chapter. Those who are often seen in white are optimistic free spirits, always looking on the bright side of life. Well, there you go. These reliable people are very neat and organized in everything they do. They like new beginnings and strive for perfection. White, like a lot of neutral colors, can be worn by a variety of personality types. Number 4. Pink. Bright pink is fun and girly, which is probably why it's the go-to color for girls' clothing and Barbie dolls. But for those gals who are a little more mature, softer, more toned-down shades of pink are preferable, since they represent ultimate femininity. It's hard to say. Soft pink is considered calm, loving, and womanly. It's also one of the most powerful sedatives. Therefore, some prisons have light pink walls in order to calm people down and reduce aggression. According to psychologists, people who love pink are romantic, optimistic, and self-righteous, in a good way. As a rule, they appreciate kindness and comfort above everything else. Number 3. Orange. Hey, orange, you glad we're talking about this? Yeah, it's an old joke. Orange immediately gives off fun party vibes, don't you think? This ultimate warm hue is cheerful, creative, and very attention-grabbing. Those who like to wear orange are optimistic, energetic, and joyful. These people are always eager for change and never miss out on an opportunity. Although they can be a little flaky at times, they're still ambitious and reasonable. Number 2. Gray. 50 Shades or not, as stylists like to say, gray is the color of balance. It's neither dark nor light. If a person has a lot of gray clothing, it usually means they want to be invisible. Gray and its shades are a symbol of tranquility, dimensionality, and maturity. Many middle-aged men wear gray suits, while mature women don gray dresses. Since it's a neutral color, it's extremely difficult to characterize the person who prefers it. They could be a gray mouse, ready to silently obey the rules, as well as a sensible, unemotional, and categorical person. But in most cases, a person who favors gray is someone who doesn't like to attract attention and tries to stay neutral. And number 1. Silver and gold. People who choose metallic colors love to be the center of attention. It's kind of hard to hide when you're wearing something shiny and glimmering. It takes a special kind of person to wear something that noticeable. And it's a sign that you aren't afraid to experiment, would never turn down an adventure, and want to be treated with due respect and kindness. Your poise, creativity, and charisma shine bright just like your outfit. And then there are these types of people. Queen Elizabeth II of Great Britain loves all the colors of the rainbow equally and tries to wear each and every one of them. Many believe that the Queen changes her outfit colors depending on her mood. Get ready for a color test that can tell your mental age. Well, I'm in trouble. A lot of times, your brain feels way younger or older than you are. That's called mental age. Do you want to know yours? Lucky for you, Brightside put together a simple test that will help you figure out if you're a carefree child, an old wise sage, or just exactly as mentally old as you are. Just answer our questions, write down your points for every answer, add them all up, and get your results. But enough talking. Let's begin. Question number 1. Look at this picture. In your opinion, which color is dominant here? You have 5 options here: A, B, C, D, or E. If you chose A, it's 4 points. The answer B equals 5 points. If you saw C as the dominant color, it's 1 point. Color D gives you 2 points, and E means 3 points. Question 2. Here we have 5 beautiful shades of pink for you. Which one do you like the most? If you preferred shade A, add 3 points. Shade B leaves you with 2 points. If your favorite is C, you'll get 1 point. Pink shade D equals 5 points, while for E, you have to write down 4 points. Question 3. Look at this beautiful photo. We have just one question for you. Is this picture black and white? If you think that it is, add 5 points. If not, don't add anything. Man, I hope it won't start a huge debate like with this blue and white dress. Remember that? Anyway, another question is waiting for you. Question 4. I hope you like sunsets just like I do. So here's 4 pictures of a couple of the most beautiful sunsets ever. Choose one of them. If the first sunset is so you, add 3 points. If you got too distracted by the second one, you get 2 points. The beautiful third option gives you 4 points. And finally, sunset number 4 leaves you with 1 point. Question 5. Now that we're done with the shades of pink, let's do the same thing with the shades of blue. Which one do you like the most? Shade A gives you 2 points. Dreamy B equals 4 points. For C, write down 3 points. D stands for 5 points, and E means… Yep, 1 point. Question 6. Here's the beautiful winter view. Which color in this picture did you see first? White gives you 1 point. Option B is 4 points. If you chose C, add 5 points. D and E mean 3 and 2 points respectively. Question 7. Let's make it a little easier. Choose a watercolor. If green A is your favorite, write down 2 points. Yellow B gives you 4 points. Pinky C stands for 5 points. Red D leaves you with 1 point. Original E option equals 6 points. And bluish F adds 3 points to your current number. Question 8. Look at this picture. Which color here is the brightest? If you chose option A, 4 points for you. B gives you 2 points. Red C is for 1 point, while D gives you 5 whole points. Finally, E equals 3 points. And that was the last question. Time to add up all your points. By the way, if you want to find out even more about yourself, check out another cool test right here. It will reveal the deepest truth about your character. But back to our test. Results are finally here. If you got 7 to 12 points, mentally you're just under 20 years old. It doesn't matter what your passport says, you're a carefree teenager at heart. If you're way older than 20, congratulations! You've managed to carry this constant feeling of enthusiasm and love for life through all these years. Keep shining! If your result is 13 to 20 points, you are 20 to 29 years old. You are active, creative, and full of life, but you can already call yourself an adult. Childhood and teenage years are over, but you took the best from them and left all the unnecessary stuff behind. It doesn't mean that you're not having fun, though. Your life is just as exciting as it was. If all of your points added up to 21 to 28 points, your mental age is 30 to 39 years. You're still active and curious about new things and ideas, but you're already responsible and thoughtful. If you think about it, that's the perfect balance between the children's joy for life and adult independence. The golden mean at its best. If your total number of points is 29 to 35, you are 40 to 49 years old. You're mature and experienced, and you know exactly how to live your life. You have no time for nonsense. You're determined and hardworking. You know what you want and how to get it. Continue to be a true inspiration for everyone around. 36 to 40 points means that your mental age is over 50 years, and that's not a bad thing at all. On the contrary, you are wise and calm. You get what life is all about, and you highly appreciate comfort. You're the person everyone goes to for advice. Plus, you can always be trusted. These are some rare qualities today, so your friends must protect you at all costs.
Your eye color reveals your dominant personality trait. They say the eyes are windows to the soul, so what do yours say? Mine say I'm ready for lunch. Both the shape and color of your eyes can tell a lot about your personality, like if you're an introvert, a good friend, or a total pushover. So if you'd like to dig deep down into your soul with just the help of a mirror, then keep watching to learn what your eyes say about you. Now let's start by exploring the size of your eyes. Large eyes. Do you have big, doll-like eyes? This means that you're pretty perceptive to the people around you. You're open-minded and are willing to take on the emotions of others. You're incredibly passionate and come off very warm, which is why people love chatting with you. While you're very open and trusting, this can cause others to take advantage of you. Be sure to use those big eyes of yours to keep a lookout for that. Small eyes. If your eyes are on the smaller side, you're probably super driven and passionate about anything you set your mind to. While you tend to be very focused and goal-oriented, you aren't the most trusting. This wariness may come off as shyness or even arrogance, which can be off-putting to people you're meeting for the first time. Next is shape, so let's first determine what yours is. Look at your eyes in the mirror and focus on your eyelids. If they curve gradually, this is referred to as the almond shape because, well, it looks like an almond. If the curve is way more pronounced and the center of your lid is by far the highest, you have round eyes. So, what does your eye shape say about you? Almond-shaped eyes. This eye shape is often regarded as somewhat mystical. People with almond eyes tend to be more cautious about things. However, you're usually able to keep your composure in stressful situations like emergencies or natural disasters. For example, if you're in a crowded place and someone starts having a heart attack or seizure, you're usually the one who tells everyone to stay calm and makes the 911 call. You always know the right thing to do. Because of this composure, you don't usually like to show a lot of emotion. But deep down, you're a really sweet, compassionate human being with a heart of gold. Aww. Rounded eyes. Do you often catch yourself getting lost in a daydream? Well, you must have rounded eyes. You're more prone to running away with your imagination, which is probably why you do well in creative industries like graphic design and writing. You're in touch with your emotions, which is a great quality. At the same time, though, it often causes you to be a bit moody In other words, you have a tough time keeping your thoughts and opinions to yourself, which can get you into trouble every now and then. But lucky for you, people are drawn to your charismatic personality and forgive you for lashing out at them. Okay, now let's get into the nitty-gritty. The positioning of your eyes on your face can say even more about your personality. Figuring this out can be a little tricky, but stick with me here. Deep-set eyes. When you look in the mirror, does your brow bone appear to go far past your eyes? If your eyes look like they're set far into your face, you have deep-set eyes. This means you're a romantic at heart and often feel intensely about your passions in life. You're also fairly quiet and take the time to observe the people and things around you. You've gotten quite good at analyzing other people's behavior and can tell a lot about them just by watching them. This can come off a bit creepy, so make sure you catch yourself if you're staring a little too hard. Prominent eyes. When people look at your face, are your eyes the first thing they notice? That means you have prominent eyes. If you sport these kind of lookers, chances are that you're incredibly sensitive. This sensitivity often presents itself as compassion, which is why you're very close with your friends and family. But since you care so much about the people you love, you tend to worry a lot about them, which can lead to a pessimistic outlook on life. While it's great to care so much about your loved ones, it's important not to let your worries for their well-being consume you. You're important too. Downward slanted eyes. Do your eyes slant downward a bit? This means you're super easy to get along with, so it comes as no surprise that you're quite popular. But be careful. You tend to rely heavily on your friends and sometimes confuse their opinions with your own. Sure, this trait makes it easy for others to click with you, but it causes you to forget who you really are at heart. Don't let people dominate you and take a stand when you need to. Always remember to be yourself. Upward slanted eyes. If your eyes slant upward, they're often referred to as cat eyes. Meow. Like a cat, you find yourself getting feisty from time to time. You love dishing out comebacks and have a really sharp wit. This vivacious personality makes you very fun to be around. You're also a determined individual, so if you want something, you best believe you're going to get it. However, this determination can be seen as opportunistic behavior and even selfishness at times. It's okay to rein it back a little and just chill from time to time. Droopy eyes. Do your eyes have a tired look to them? If your eyelids come down a bit over your eyes, then they'd be considered droopy. This feature is often seen on very warm and sensual people. You love indulging in things that make you feel good. If you have a craving for French fries, you go for it. If you need a vacation, you'll book it. But be careful not to overindulge. Too much of a good thing is a real problem, you know? Hooded eyes. If the skin on your brow bone covers your upper lid down to its crease, that's known as a hooded eyelid. One of your favorite things to do in life is to help others. You love lending a hand and often put others above yourself. While this is a wonderful trait, it's important not to neglect the things you need. It's okay to take a personal day and tend to your needs every once in a while. This reluctance also comes out in an inability to stand up for yourself. If you see something happening that you aren't okay with, then speak up about it. Otherwise, these things will eat away at you. Okay, you've determined what the shape of your eyes mean, but what about the color? First of all, the science behind it is super cool. That colored portion surrounding the pupil is called the iris. Your pupil becomes bigger or smaller because the muscles in the iris contract and relax. They do this depending on the lighting. They force the pupil to dilate when there isn't enough light so that more will enter the eye, and vice versa when there's too much light. As for their color, it's determined by the melanin, the same thing that determines the color of your skin. Anyway, science aside, let's see what your particular concentration of eye melanin, aka eye color, says about you. Blue eyes. A lot of babies are born with blue irises, but in many cases they change to a different color as they grow up. That's why true blue eyes are seen as youthful. People with blue eyes are also considered peaceful and calm. Hazel eyes. If your eyes look like a mix of green and brown, they're known as hazel eyes. You love being spontaneous. And if someone challenges you to something, you'll never back down. This way of thinking can get you into trouble sometimes. Let's just say you take the game of truth or dare very seriously. Brown eyes. While brown eyes are rather common, you definitely don't follow the crowd. You're quite independent and like doing things your own way. You're secure in who you are, and people really trust you. Green eyes. If you have green eyes, you can't help but be curious about things. You live life to the fullest and will get creative whenever given the chance. You love learning about other people, but this can make you feel jealous at times. Black eyes. If you have black eyes, which, by the way, are actually just super-duper dark brown, mystery is your middle name. You're great at keeping secrets and are incredibly loyal to the people you love. Your intuition is spot on, so be sure to always listen to what your heart is telling you.
You ready? Keep track of your points and check your results at the end of the test. 1. If someone made a movie based on your life, what genre would it be? A romantic comedy with a happy ending. Love wins. B. A black and white silent movie. I'm that classy. C. Several hilarious shorts. My life is just too funny. D. A superhero movie. I plan to save the world. If you picked A, add 20 points to your score. If you went with B, it's worth 40 points. C brings you 10, and D, 30 points. 2. What is your happy place? A. The library. It teleports me to my imaginary world. B. My house. My family is always there to help. C. Somewhere by the sea. I can tell it about my problems, and it helps. D. In the middle of a crowd. I like observing life. Library fans, you get 40 points. If you prefer your home, you just earn 10 points. If you chose the C, 30 points go your way. Crowd fans earn 20 points. 3. Look around. What color prevails in your room? A. Green or blue. They keep me balanced and help me relax. B. It's a mix of bright colors. I can never choose just one. C. White. Clean, neat, no distractions. D. I prefer patterns to colors. Option A brings you 30 points, B is worth 10 points, C brings you 40 points, and D is worth 20 points. 4. What would your personal logo look like? A. A lion sitting proudly on a throne. B. A fun unicorn riding on a rainbow. C. Just my initials. I like to keep it official. D. The globe with my portrait on it. I'm a globetrotter. If you picked a lion, add 20 points to your score. Unicorn brings you 40 points. A logo with your initials is worth 10, and the globe gives you 30 points. 5. Which of these animals would you choose as a pet? A. A puppy. I want a fluffy, loyal friend. B. A kitten. Cats are forever. C. A panda. I want to get on TV with it. D. A slow but wise turtle. It reminds me of me. If option A is your choice, you get 10 points. Did you go with B? It's worth 20 points. C brings you 40 points. D is worth 30 points. 6. What is your worst quality? A. I'm too emotional. Work, family, I worry a lot about everything. B. I plan too much. When things don't work out, I'm really sad. C. It's not easy for me to trust people. That's why I can't make friends. D. I don't have a stop button. When I want something, I get it, no matter what. If you picked option A, you just scored 10 points. If you chose option B, it's worth 30 points. C gives you 40 points, and D brings you 20 points. 7. What would you never forgive? A. My best friend lying to me. B. Someone else taking credit for all my work. C. My friends bad-mouthing me behind my back. D. My partner not supporting me and following my dreams. If option A sounds like the way to go, give yourself 10 points. If B is your choice, you just scored 20 points. In case you went with C, it's worth 30 points. Finally, D gives you 40 points. 8. If you had to eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? A. Pizza, pasta, that kind of stuff. B. Some veggies, they're good and healthy. C. I think I'll survive on dessert. D. Junk food for the win. Pizza fans get 20 points, veggies bring you 40 points, dessert adds 30 points to your basket, junk food gives you 10 points. 9. Where do you most often find yourself in your dreams? A. Somewhere from my past. These memories make me smile. B. Some exotic country I've never been to. I love to travel. C. School. I keep getting this nightmare where the teacher calls my name and I'm not prepared. D. On the stage, getting that well-deserved award. Option A adds 40 points to your basket. B gives you 30 points, C is worth 10, and D is worth 20 points. 10. You just got a new computer desk. Will you A. Follow the manual to the letter to put it together. B. Call someone who knows how to do it. C. Experiment. I'll get there eventually. D. Why would I buy a desk? I can build my own. In case you chose option A, give yourself 10 points. B adds 20 points to your score, C is worth 40, and D is a 30-point option. 11. You're moving into a new house. What do you take care of first? A. My bedroom. It's the most important part of the house. B. The living room. I can't wait to throw a party. C. The kitchen. I love cooking, and I can't do it in a mess. D. The backyard. I'll plant some trees and flowers. A brings you 10 points. B is worth 20, C is worth 30 points, D brings you 40 points. 12. How did you feel when you woke up today? A. Ready to take over the world and full of energy. B. A bit angry. Yesterday's problems are bothering me too much. C. Can't remember. So, nothing special, I guess. D. Tired as usual. I can never get enough sleep. Option A brings you 30 points. If you went with B, you just got 20 points. If you picked C, add 10 points to your basket. D is worth 40 points. 13. You can't finish a team project on time. What will you do? A. Do my part, hand it in, and see what the boss says. B. Try to come up with a smart solution. C. Blame everyone else and say you did your best. D. Make up a crazy story about why you couldn't finish on time. Option A is worth 20 points, B adds 40 points to your basket, C brings you 30 points, D is worth 10 points. 14. You're hiking with your friends. One of them can't go onto the mountaintop. What would you do? A. Turn the whole group around. B. Split. Some people really wanted to see that view. C. Go there by yourself no matter what others decide. D. Leave that person alone and then come back after them. If you picked option A, you just earned 10 points. If you went with B, add 20 points to your basket. Those who chose C earn 40 points. D is worth 30 points. 15. You must be thirsty by now. Pick a drink to go. A. 1 smoothie, please. B. Just plain water. C. I can't live without coffee. D. I'll go with a soda. If you went for a smoothie, here are 30 points for you. Some plain water will bring you 20 points. Coffee fans get 40 points. If you prefer soda, you just got 10 points. Time to sum them all up. If your final score is 150 to 230 points, your personality is green. You're supportive and loyal with exceptional people skills. You can read the emotions of others and spread your positive healing energy. You always find the most original solution to any problem. You feel equally good among people and alone. Did you get 240 to 330 points? Your personality is purple. You're logical, serious, and in perfect balance between your body and mind. You can resolve any conflict, and people come to you for advice. You're naturally mysterious, unique, and incredibly interesting. It draws others to you. You enjoy reading and are really wise for your age. Those who scored 340 to 420 points, your personality is red. Energy and passion are 2 words that describe you the best. You can lead any project. People trust you and follow your drive. Love and relationships are important to you. You're the soul of any party. Nothing can scare you or stop you. In case your final score is 430 to 510 points, your personality is blue. You're a natural explorer. You never think twice if someone offers to try something new or go to a new place. You live every day to the fullest and don't regret it. You're also a very kind person and will always help a friend out no matter what it costs you. If you've got 510 points or more, looks like the color of your personality is white. You're an artist at heart. Creating something with your hands or mind makes you the happiest. You might seem shy, but that's because you're always in the world of your dreams. You see beauty in the little things and want to make the world a better place. Nice, huh? Yeah, so few of us.